Welcome in, wonderful people of the world. I'm doing a reading from the book called The Secret Language of Birthdays. Sort of like a personal profile of yourself for whatever day you're born by Gary Goldschneider and Joost Elfers. All right, we're doing it for March 5th. Apparently, it's called the Day of Heaven and Hell. So I guess some duality going on there in the mind. I don't know if that's a poppy. And there's lots of thorns around it, so Beauty and the Beast, I don't know, you know what I mean, kind of type situation. But if anyone knows what the flower is, please comment below. It'd be awesome in the comment section. So the month is March, the day is the 5th. The sign is 13 to 15 degrees in Pisces. It's you're in the second decan of Pisces, and you're a mutable water sign. All right, so a bunch of people born on this day. I'm not going to name names. You can read them for yourself if you care. I have an idea of some celebrities and famous people that share the same day as you. Right? All right, let's get into it. So, the day of heaven and hell. Those born on March 5th usually have two distinct sides to their personality. To the world, they may appear debonair and charming, sophisticated as well as kind and considerate, while inside they are grappling with their personal demons. Extremely secretive, they can be quite different people in private and are often prone to expressing dark feelings and emotions. Productive and creative individuals born on this day are usually able to express both sides of their nature in their work without contradiction or fear of censure. Is that right? Censure. What did I say? Problems can arise for them in their personal lives, which are often not only stormy but sometimes destructive as well. Deep individuals, March 5th people, are in touch with the whole spectrum of human emotions, which they themselves express at one time or another. They also have a way of bringing out both the best and the worst in others. Through piercing insight, those born on this day can expose the weaknesses, deficiencies, and insecurities of others with great impact. This is largely because March 5th people mental and emotional sensitivities are equally developed. That's cool. Not surprisingly, those people born on this day seem to live life more extensively than others. Intensely. What is wrong with me? Sorry, they also remain open to a wider variety of experiences than most people can handle. It is as if the colors on their palette are a little brighter, the highlights and shadows on their canvas more contrasted. I'm not sure what's going on. I think I'm like just losing focus or something weird. At times, March 5th people can be logical and emotionally objective. At others, passionate, perhaps irrational, overwhelming people with their intensity. And all this can happen in the short space of a few minutes or seconds. Others may wonder how one person can be so mutable and adaptable to circumstances. Because they often have a high turnover rate in interpersonal relationships, March 5th people can come to feel somewhat alone in the world. They may even begin to wonder if they will ever find the right person for them. I think that's everybody. Those that come to realize that it is their own difficult nature that is the source of this dissatisfaction stand a good chance at making needed changes. That's awesome. Such March 5th people can find great joy in simplifying their emotional life. Keeping on a more even keel and integrating the diverse aspects of their personality is a daunting but greatly rewarding task for March 5th people. It may be true that the friction generated by their internal struggle fires their creative engine. Therefore, some born on this day may fear that by becoming more regular or normal, they will dull their cutting edge. Don't become normal for anybody. You're your own normal. Perhaps it is a question of what value they place on happiness. Developing a highly attuned awareness of their effect on others is essential for March 5th people. Cultivating the more unselfish side of their ego and perhaps submitting to some higher spiritual focus spiritual power. Focusing on simple acts of kindness in everyday life makes life easier for themselves and those around them. All right. I am really having trouble with you guys March 5th. I'm just saying random words. Okay. So in your numbers and planets that rule you, those born on the 5th of the month are ruled by the number 5 and by the speedy planet Mercury, which represents quickness of thought and change. Since Neptune rules Pisces, March 5th people can come under the combined influence of Mercury and Neptune, which tends to make them very sensitive to colors, sounds, and smells, and expressive of what they feel. Some born on this day may live in an unstable emotional world in which they can periodically flip from the angelic to the demonic. Whatever pitfalls number 5 people encounter, they usually recover quickly, which generally holds true for those born on March 5th. That's good. So, excuse me, I guess this is Mercury, sign for Mercury, and that was Neptune, number 5. And I was reading today that Archangel Gabriel is like Mercury, has that communication. It's like the archangel of communication. All right. So in the tarot, so I'm going to focus in on this a little bit, this picture here. Woo. Okay, camera, let's be honest. All right, I don't know. So the 5th card of the Major Arcana is the Hierophant. An interpreter of sacred mysteries who is symbolic of human understanding and faith. His knowledge is esoteric, and he has authority over things unseen. Favorable traits conferred by this card are self-assuredness and insight. Unfavorable traits include moralizing, bombast, and dogmatism. All right, so there's the Hierophant. It also is a card for Taurus. It's also a marriage card. All right. Whoa. Okay. So health. So many born on March 5th are subject to dramatic mood swings, and emotional fluctuations. They must grapple with negative feelings in particular and learn not to inflict them on those they love, right? In cultivating personal willpower and self-control, they will invariably aid their physical health as well. Usually very opinionated by matters of medical interest or health subjects, those born on this day tend to be hard to advise or convince. Therefore, it is of the greatest importance that they have a physician whom they respect and trust to guide them. March 5th people are no strangers to the pleasures of the table and bed, which through a healthy initiation of vitality must be moderated not only for their sake, but for their partners also. Amen. Severely restricted or eliminating alcohol, nicotine, sugar, or other stimulants may be necessary. It is crucial that March 5th people realize that they may in fact have less to fear from the world than from their own defenses. The true danger for them, the one that needs tending to, is often internal. Ooh. Okay. So your advice is regulate your energy. Don't be driven by it. You wag the tail, not the other way around, okay? Keep your priorities straight and be a bit nicer to yourself. Yes, we all need to be nicer to ourselves. Okay, and this says your meditation is, most children think that they are devils who play at being angels, when very often it is the reverse that is true. I'm going to read that again. Most children think that they are devils who play at being angels, when very often it is the reverse that is true. All right, interesting. So I hope you take something from that. Your strengths are expressive, polished, and incisive. Incisive? Incisive. Did I say that right? And your weaknesses are difficult, temperamental, and suffering. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed. I really messed up here. A lot of the words and stuff in here, I'm sorry. So anyways, I hope you could understand me half the time. Again, I hope this might have resonated, maybe a little entertaining for you, a little smile on your face. All right, take care, everyone. God bless. Peace.